Hey, what's up you guys, DJMama here, and I'm here to bring you one of the Drytron profiles of all time. This is for the new format with Kurtztira Rise Heartband, and we are going to show off Drytron in the format. We recently got 3 Herald of Orange Light, so that leads me to go into one certain way with this deck, and let's show it off. Alright, so we are going to start with, of course, the names, the guys, the 3 ofs. Oh, well, I guess we're not starting with those. We are starting with, of course, 3 alpha. We search a ritual monster with this man, so tributing a Drytron or a Drytron ritual monster. Then we have, of course, oh gosh, I did not order these correctly. Got 3 Zeta. Is there anything questionable about it? No, probably not. Let's get ourselves, of course, 2 Gamma, and making an appearance, of course, Delta. I remember the times we were playing a singular beta because it was really rough with all the bestials, but now we have one less of the best one, aka Magnemite, and so that's a way we deal with it. Next up, our normal summons. We have a single Diviner, and then a single Choju. Yeah, so we're playing Choju, so it should lead you to believe we're on to something here. So there's Choju, and then we have main deck copy of Lancia. Might not be that decent right now, but I think main decking Lancia is pretty alright. Next up, of course, let's just bring out our 3 lovely boys who just got off the ban list. Herald of Orange Light. We're playing 3 of these guys now. You can play 3 now. It's been a while since we've been able to play 3. And we're going to pair this with another Fairy Hand Trap. We're playing with no material, so this should be like Curry Kara, but I don't have Curry Kara money. But we do have no material instead. I think we just wanted to put fairies in hand to fuel with Orange Light, so we don't lose to Droll as much. It's also a 1. So you can make Fafnir with it. It just makes your material with Fafnir a little less good. Next up are our lovely rituals. Of course, we have the 3 Ben 10 online. Gotta play 3 Ben 10. Next up, a singular Natasha. So good still to this day. And then we have Draconids. It's hard to cut this man. It really is hard to cut the 4K tribute guy or summon him and be immune to targeted monster effects. And then our win condition is Amber Factor plus Herald of Perfection. That's right. We're playing Herald, Amber Factor, Turbo. I think this is how the deck should kind of go. But yeah, we have a lot to do with this line. Next up, let's put the spells in. We have a singular Called By, followed by 3 Cyber Emergency, and then we have a Dawn of the Herald to go with Choju and Herald of Perfection. Next up, a singular copy of Fafnir, and then we are rocking 3 Nova again. We were playing 2 Nova, 2 Fafnir because in Cashier format, Fafnir was actually an underrated card because it changed the level of some of the Cashiers. Next up, our last Drytron name, Foolish Burial. And I'll add the Medionis here just as well. And next, as you saw, we are playing a singular copy of Thrust because that's all I have. I know Thrust is so over-centralizing in this format, and I get it. It's really rough to get your hands on it. Like, the lowest copies go for like 80, and this is the ulti that goes for 110 from the OTS packs, but when you got Thrust, you gotta play it. Speaking of Thrust, we're playing a singular Tack, a Prep of Rites, and a Harpy's Feather Duster as our Thrust targets. So that is how the deck looks as of now. It's all 40. Clean 40, because there was some Drytron lists I was like, I can't do 40 plus cards for Drytron. I need to open 2 names. I need to not open some cards. Yeah, so we needed something, so I couldn't bring myself to play over 40 anything, but this deck could probably missing Prosperity in the main. I think that's the only thing we're missing, and more copies of Thrust. If I had those, I would play them, but I do not have them at the moment. So I only have the one Thrust, which is fine. For me, anyway. Next up, the lovely extra deck. Love these sleeves that I got off of Amazon, of all places. It was very nice to get it off of Amazon. Of course, we're gonna start off with our Diviner targets, an Entis and an Arclight. I mean, if you play Diviner, you're probably playing those two cards for many different reasons. Of course, 2 Fafnir. We haven't stopped playing 2 Fafnir. Can help us. And next up, Kinkanagi Fuko. Fuko is here if in case you get drolled and you didn't open either Called By in Orange Light with a Fairy to negate. Fuko, you just gotta make Zeus sometimes. Helps you make Zeus, that's all I'll say. Next up, of course, a Downerd into a Beatrice. We're playing Beatrice here, kind of makes sense. We're doing some 6s, especially with Choju stuff. And of course, the Zeus to top it off. This is also pre-Age of Overlord, which is coming soon. But I don't think anything really in Age of Overlord changes Drytron at the moment, so this should be fine. We got Anima as our Link 1, Dynamondo. We have Mirage Lights. We have IP Masquerena. And then our Masquerena targets are Nightmare Unicorn. We also have Access Code to finish off boards, and of course Underworld Goddess, because Drytron does get the means to summon a lot of big monsters. So that's our extra deck there. Yeah, not too bad, right? Ugh. Alright, and now on to our lovely extra deck. Or no, side deck. That was the extra deck. So our side deck, we're actually playing the Bottles Buster stuff. I love Magikey so much. Wish it was more playable to this day. Third wave of support coming when, Konami. I love Magikey so much. It would need like a really good support and not the rank 8 you provided us. So we might have to play Magikey with Amber Factor. If a Herald is not working out, we have our straight line to Amber Factor and a negate with it, like, that's not like Droplet. Imperm really messes us up. But yeah, there's that. Next up, gotta play in this format. You gotta have 3 Ash on you. If the no materials aren't working out for you, 3 Ash always works. We're playing a singular copy of Mudora to dump with Beatrice, if it ever gets to that point. Next up, more Thrust targets. We're playing a single copy of Dark Ruler, a single Herald of the Abyss for Pearly, I believe. We're also playing Necro World Banshee and Zombie World. Wow, that is an unfortunate look for my Herald of the Abyss. Yeah, it's Herald of the Abyss. And then we're playing a singular D-Barrier, playing 2 Evenly, and 2 Imperm. And that is the list. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I wanted to just see what Drytron's capable of before Age of Overlord, and I hope I can do well with it at the local, especially with the newly gained Support Tactics Thrust. But I'm probably going to sell it as soon as possible. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one, and hope you're all having a great 2023 so far. Bye now. Bye.